Welcome in, everyone. We are going to be playing on the truly Bedrock server tonight. I just wanted to check that my packs got turned off every single time I start the game, and that's always just how we got to start off the stream. Turn on our texture packs. By the way, there's a link and download links for where to get all my packs and the Discord server, in case you are curious. You can ask your doctor about that. Oh, there's the home world. That's not actually a spoilers anymore. Your friendly neighborhood arborist. I read that as arsonist for a second. Both are welcome here. I mean, wait, what? So, in the last stream, we had to go ahead and modify and upgrade and change how we were building our multi-item storage system, or not. That's not really what we call it. Well, I mean, it's not technically a multi-item storage system, but it does sort multiple types of items. So, therefore, you could stretch the definition. But yeah, we had to change up how we were doing all the auto crafting and all the sorting for all those things, because we just straight up did not have enough speed nor capacity. But we're going to be doing a little bit something different tonight. Not doing the storage. I mean, I'm sure we'll find something to do on the storage front, but you know, we're gonna be actually on the outside of the base working on things. Today is indeed streaming day. What the Minecraft drop on Twitch? I don't know what that means. Wool farm stream. We do need to build a wool farm, but I don't think we're gonna get to that today. That is really top of the list. We are gonna be doing things with wool, however. So exciting, exciting. Everyone likes wool. We actually have some carpet in there. We need that. I also need my box that I can throw my junk into. It's always very important to have a junk box. Now, we're actually going to start off the stream a little bit different because we need to get ourselves some of the eye blossoms. So we're going to head off to the Creaking garden place, whatever you call it. Pale garden? Yeah, that one. And then we're also going to name some items real quick as well. So we have an anvil around here. Pretty sure in the box of use. And we need a bunch of filler items just for the storage system. So I need you guys to suggest some names in the chat real quick. We're going to turn these into bricks. So we got 3 stacks of stone bricks. Each one of these can have a different name. Suggest some names. We are indeed dual streaming to Twitch. We're streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now. And I'm reading both the chats. Or attempting to. I have a 3080 graphics card. Spooky garden. Yeah, so we need to get some of the new flowers from there. Bob. We're naming one of them Bob. That's always a good name. Bob the Brick. Apparently I can't spell bricks. Bob the Brick. Okay, 2 more names. Chad, Thad, and Brad. Reading both the chats. I do read both the chats. Well, they're both in one. They're both in one. We're actually going to start triple streaming to TikTok soon. And I actually just got back into my Facebook page, which I was locked out of since like 2019. Turns out I actually made a secondary Facebook in that time. But like, kind of a old nostalgia there. That's kind of a funny story there too. Name it Casper. Sock and Rock. Bacon Lord. You know what? We'll name it Bacon Lord. Just for you. Okay, one more. One lucky viewer from the chat. We'll get some things. Struggle to read one chat. No, I don't. Attack the block. Sub to someone. Name it Dwayne. I like Dwayne. Dwayne is good. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Cause it's made out of rocks. There we go. So basically what we need to do with these filler items, if I didn't make that clear, is just fill up every single one of these hoppers right here with 5. That way, the next time any items come through here, they're not going to be sucked into the hoppers and break our system, right? So we don't want golden swords coming through the system, getting filled up, going places that they shouldn't. So we're going to fill in all these guys. I might have made too many stacks, but I'm sure we'll find uses for these later on. Now, I was also thinking about how we're going to do the storage for the wool farm. And I'm thinking we're going to have to divert that item stream to another system. So I don't think our wool is actually going to come through this slice here. Unless we redirected this and we had item filters like on the backside over here. We could like loop it around, send it that way, and then loop it back around again. Kind of like how it is right here. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and get the wool out of like that stream right there and send it straight over and then down. I think that'd be way simpler. It'd be way simpler indeed. But we'll see how exactly that pans out. I'm hoping that the wool farms end up being on either this one here or this tracer here. If it's on either of these two, we can work out something to get those items into a different loop without entering the main storage loop. But yeah, that's just something I was kind of worried about. Anyway, so let's go to a pale garden, shall we? Have you guys actually been to a pale garden in survival before? Let me know in the chat, because, you know, they release all these new updates, but a lot of people either, you know, don't explore, or they just don't update, or they, you know, they kind of get the experience through YouTube or whatever the case may be. What? This is so cursed. Okay, so it's been a little while, and our cursed cactus that is not touching anything has actually grown up. I thought that as soon as the floating cactus, like, would get a random tick, it would pop off, but no, it actually just grew. So we have a natural, this is the most cursed thing I've seen on Bedrock Edition in a hot moment here. Let's take a little screenshot of that. Jeez, that is fantastic. We love it. All hail the cactus. Cactus cult is in full force right now. Love it. Ever see a 2025 bug rock compilation? Yeah, so normally end of the year I make like end of year bug rock, but I didn't do that this year. So I didn't do like a 2024 one. But that's something that would be possible. It is March though, so it's a bit late for that. Bit late for a 2024 recap. Also, the last couple that I made didn't really do that well. So I was like, maybe not worth the time. It takes quite a while to go through and do that. Okay, we're gonna leave our Houstons over here in the redstone box, and let's go find ourselves a pale garden. You've been there. Went to the pale garden about a week after release. Not too bad. Not too bad. I've never actually been in survival. The Great Needle watches over us. I usually don't use the new features from updates. That's fair. A lot of the new features are very optional. How's my Lego Hogwarts? So I did design like a whole expansion to the base Lego Hogwarts, because, you know, they released like a miniature Lego Hogwarts. Really cool. It's technically Hogwarts and grounds, but that's a lie. There's none of the grounds. Unless you count like the Whomping Willow. But yeah, I designed like a custom made a whole extension to it. And did that and like did the whole thing. I just haven't bought the pieces. It's like $300 in pieces. I'm like, you know, honestly, don't know if I can do that right now. Especially with like taxes and dentists and all that. Not sure I need that. It's obviously very important to have a custom built Lego Hogwarts, but at what cost, right? Okay, let's go find ourselves a pale garden. I'm looking up the seed right now on Chunk Base. Pale garden. Oop. Where is it at? I don't need all these structures turned on. We can deselect all that. Where is the pale garden? Oh god. Oh no. Oh jeez. This is set to -34, right, for Bedrock? Oh man. Let's double check our seed real quick. Oh man. We might be flying for a hot minute out here, people. So we have one at 5,500 by 3,000. We also have a pale garden at -1,400 by -4,600. That's not so bad, actually. Should we go to that one? -14 by -45? I think we'll do that one. -1,400 by -4,500. Because I think our coordinates... Oh, no, that's the further one away, isn't it? Hold up. We're 800 by 600. So the closest one to us would be 5,100 by 2,600. Let's go there. By 2,600. 5,100 by 2,600. Okay. That's not so bad. I thought I was really zoomed out on Chunk Base and it looked like it was like 10,000 blocks or something. So we'll actually be totally fine. We have the Elytra durability and stuff there. We're all good on that front. I think we'll just head off, right? We did have Games. Thank you for subscribing. Tier 1 on Twitch. Much appreciated. We also had Gilly. Welcome back for 12 months. You're officially a year old. Congratulations. Nightside for 26 months too. We also had Filthy resubscribing for 56 months. That's a crazy long time. Much appreciated. How you doing? We are doing the Ultra Flexes. Pretty sure you have one redeemed. Yeah, you do. You were the very first one. We're doing the Ultra Flexes. I'm getting the dies for the concretes right now. Believe me, it's happening. Diagonal also gifted a sub to Lil Lionkin. Very nice of you. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, someone's selling moss, but we don't have the flowers for it. Okay. You don't believe it. Oh, you're gonna get proven wrong. Okay, so I need a source of dye for all of this wool that we have, and the only way to do that would be a squid farm. But I don't want to do that. Those guys are like nasty and squishy and gross and wet. So instead, we're gonna fly thousands of blocks away to 5100 by 2600 to the nearest Pale Garden to get one flower. Yeah, that's all we're going there for, is one flower. Take bone meal. Why would I do that? Oh my god, our box of use isn't actually in the inner chest. It usually is. Yeah, no, we took it out for the anvil and we didn't put it back in. You got me there. We would have killed some skeletons or something. That we would have been fine. They also just generate on the floor. Yeah, so this has bone meal in it. Boop. I nearly forgot that. Dang. Just one bone meal. Ray tracing probably isn't even working right now, to be honest. We have a bunch of bone meal in here. Okay. Let's see about the ray tracing. We're probably gonna have to turn it on and then leave the game and then rejoin and then do all that garbage. Because they really broke this whole menu down here. Go through the nether. We could, or we can go through the overworld. Yeah, see, we have the reflections. Yeah, see, it's not quite right. Ray tracing is just, the default state of ray tracing is broken. You have to really, like, mess with it to get it into a working state. There we go. Looking good. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Okay, so we're going to 5100 by 26. So roughly this away. Both numbers going up. Very good. Now, when you're doing long flights with this, there's a trick that you can use to get a lot more distance out of it. So you look up. So like, if you're just looking flat at the horizon, perfectly straightforward, that's 0 degrees. So you look up by 4 degrees, and then you look down by 40 degrees, roughly. It's called the 40-40 trick. It's obviously much easier to do on Java, but you don't need to get perfect to go much further than you normally ever would. You get a ton of distance out of your rockets if you do this. Basically, just go up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Or if you have a ton of rockets, you can just blast rockets. What is Minecraft Java best tree farm? Anyone that works, really. And that's easy for you to build. It is what it is, right? What quote have we got? Take that, filthy Java. Oh hi, this is the Halloween district. Oh okay, I guess we could have just come over here. That's really the quote that you bring up just randomly. Jeez, come on now. How dare you? We love Java. Java's great. Don't listen to the random quotes that people bring up in chat. They don't exist. They're not real. They can't hurt you. Yeah, so all iron farms on Bedrock still work, basically. There's been no changes to iron farms for like years. You know, there's different methods for stacking the villages, but that's really about all there is. 51 by 26. Okay, so we're about 300 blocks off on the one axis, and then, you know, about 2,000-ish off on the other. Someone been over here, or is that just lichen? Just lichen. Oh! I almost ran into that. Yeah, if we died all the way out here, that'd be a bit unfortunate. It's really, really dark, though. That's the thing about ray tracing. If it's, like, raining, you get 0 light. And I don't have a bed. No. Wait. Hold up. I do. Look, that box of use. Can't place it on leaves, though, because that's a thing that exists. It's very spooky indeed. So I think by the time we get there, it will be daytime, of course, but then it's still going to be a couple minutes, so it'll become nighttime pretty quick. And then I think we'll name tag it Creaking as well. We have some name tags, right? Surely. Yeah, oh yeah, they're right there. But yeah, look how pretty this is. This is why I like ray tracing. I just wish it actually worked a bit better more often. Like you get all the pretty lighting and stuff. We don't get much of this in the base because it's pretty flat. You know, all these actual like god rays and stuff from the sunshine, but looks pretty good. Please ignore those cut in half trees over there. I would never forget anything. I've never once forgotten something like, you know, obsidian and a flint and steel to make another portal after tunneling 2,000 blocks in the nether, specifically to make a portal. That would never happen. That would never happen. Never once happened. Okay, so Pale Garden should be right around this area. We're about 200 blocks off now, allegedly. I didn't write down the exact coordinates of it, but I know it's about over here. We should be able to see it once we get up on top of it. 5,100 by 26. Yeah, should be right around in this neighborhood. We're definitely in a dark oak forest. All these chunks have been reset somewhat recently. However, it was a very small Pale Garden, so it might just be like a couple of trees. Keeping your eyes peeled and not seeing anything. Definitely the right terrain for one. However, we might need to turn off ray tracing. Get a better view. Could be on like the other side of this hill. Sometimes they're very small. Oh, is that it right there? Yeah, that's it. Here, right here. Here we go. Okay, we found the Pale Garden. Look at this. Wow, this is such a good Pale Garden here, guys. I bet you there's probably not even a creaking heart in this. Do we have any of the flowers? I came all this way for flowers. Where's my flowers at? Oh, jeez. Oh, man, there's not even a flower here. Oh, man, if only there was, like, some sort of contingency plan that I had in place to getting these flowers. You can get flowers from this, right? Hold up. I guess they won't generate on the carpets. Hold up. Give me a flower. What if we actually don't get one from this biome? We should be getting a flower. Right? I mean, hey, there we go. Okay, you gotta bone meal the grass. Gotta bone meal the grass. Okay, so this is literally all we're here for. These closed ones give you gray dye, which is really all we need. We're gonna go ahead and get a whole bunch of these real quick, because on Bedrock Edition, you can just bone meal the flour directly and get a bunch more of them. Fantastic. Great feature. Take that, filthy Java players. No. Honestly, this is a feature that should be on Java, though. Look how good this is. So much gray dye immediately. We don't need to mess with wither roses or ink or any of that. Okay. And then we're also going to grab ourselves some pale oak saplings while we're here. Hopefully. Maybe just a couple. Because, you know, if we're all the way out here, we may as well. There's one of them. I doubt anyone else is really going to be coming out here. There's 2. And then 3 and 4. And let's get like 8, because you know how these things are. Always good to have a few of these. Gray and gray. Yeah, so there's 2 different ways of spelling gray. Gray with an A is like the American way, right? And then gray with an E, isn't that like the British way? Oh, hi. How you doing, buddy? Where did you even come from? Get out of here. Oh, you died. Well, I've been here for less than a minute, and I already griefed, like, a majority of the biome. Oh yeah, there's also the hanging pale moss doodads. These guys right here, right? Do you need silk touch for that? I don't think you do. Okay, well that's the entirety of the biome in one fell swoop, right? Except for the heart. We don't have the heart. So I feel like we should maybe try and get one of those. I doubt there's even one that would really generate here. They did turn up the rates of generation. So, like, there's a chance. Should we just wait around until... Well, we got like 5 minutes until nighttime. Let's mine through a few of these trees, see if we can't find a heart. Should we just grief the entire biome? I mean, like, it's kind of the only way to find one. I hope no one else comes out here, because this is, I really destroyed this entire biome. Okay, no heart in this one. They're pretty uncommon. And we have like 6 trees here. I would like to get some resin if we're all the way out here. Maybe we'll go to a larger biome. Because I think there's one next door. Okay. Those are all done. Yeah. I'd be surprised if we get one. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Well, let's head to the larger one, shall we? Where are we at? There's a fairly decently large one, just a couple hundred blocks away. Yeah, so if we go to 5,400 by 31, then we'll have much more luck. Much more luck with Creaking. I think we may as well, right? 54 by 30. Oh, yeah, that's like 200 blocks away. Yeah, you can find it in a mansion, but, like, what's the chances of that, right? Okay, we've decided that this right here is a much better Pale Garden. Oh, yeah, here we go. Look at this. People have already been here, but that's fine. This is so much better. We're definitely going to get some Creakings from this one. And just in time for that sun to go down. Very good, very good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some name tags. We'll put on the chest plate. I don't think they hit very hard. With a hard H on there. But we'll get a few name tags. And then, what do you even need to, like, make more of the Creaking hearts? I think what you can do is you can just have more of that resin, right? It's just resin and logs, isn't it? Oh, you need, like, 9 resin to make the resin block. And then it's, like, 2 logs. Okay. So we'll get, like, a few more of those hearts out here. We can do a real quicksy little resin farm. Yeah, we just kind of have to wait for that sun to go down. Ow. I wear a chest plate for 2 seconds. I already realized that, I already forget that I can't jump off things. Yeah, I'm not really worried about dying to the Creaking, although that would be a bit unfortunate this far out. Also, go back to world spawn, too. Goats! Okay. You know what? Let's do this with ray tracing. That would be more spooky, wouldn't it? Yeah, the creeper hole. There is quite a few creeper holes as well. Quite a few creeper holes. Yeah, okay, this is going to be much more spooky. Much more spooky indeed. Yeah, we just got to wait a couple seconds. So if you guys got any questions for me, now's the time to shoot. Let's see. Let's make sure. Don't slip. Les. Got some goat noises over here. How many times have I moved? Get out of here. Pitch black with glowing eyes all around. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun. What were you working on that made me late for stream? Oh, man. So I've done so much stuff today. So I got up really late, accidentally, because I sleep through my alarm sometimes. You know, still struggle with that. But... Yeah, wake up like an hour before our Among Us event that we hosted in our Discord server. Public event that anyone can join. By the way, we have a Discord server, discord.gg/silentwhisper. You can join us. We host public events. We're going to have another one next week, Gartic Phone. And then, yeah, so I did that. And then there was like 30 minutes between that and a staff recording session. So we did 2 staff of videos. A slideshow to see if I live under a rock, and then some staff laundry, like discovering secrets about our staff members. So those will be up on the second channel at some point soon. That's going to be on Silent 2. Go subscribe to that guy. Get him to 100,000 subscribers. He's only 25% of the way there. And then now we're streaming, so that's why I was late. I'm probably not going to be streaming tomorrow, so I decided that we will come here and stand and look at the sunset until something happens. How many portals do I say is optimal for a gold farm? It's going to depend on your device, but normally I do at least 2, right? 2 is like probably more than you need for actual gold. And then when it comes to like experience, probably 2 is going to be good enough, right? But if you really want a lot, then like try 4. If you have a good device, then you can do like 8. I wouldn't go more than 8 though. Oh, no, we talked through we have like a can with like a string tied to another can, and that's how we did it, Longhorn. So, audio's not that great. And now, the sun has set in this spooky forest of the Pale Garden. Spooky Pale Garden. Okay, let's go find ourselves some Creakings and show them who's boss. Oh, very spooky. I haven't seen anyone do this with ray tracing on, and I can see why. This was a horrible idea. This is going to go so badly for me. All right. Okay, so my pack isn't quite updated. It doesn't make the Creakings or these eyes really glow, but that's fine. Very spooky. Spooky. I'm going to get blown up. Where's the creaking at? Shh. Gotta be very quiet. Can't see anything. Listen, if you guys feel bad about not being able to see anything, don't worry about it. Cause I can't either. That's just a regular spooky scary skeleton over there. I'm gonna get killed by a skeleton out here. Surely there's a creaking around here somewhere, right? I was saying that this is gonna be all spooky and creaky and creepy, but I haven't heard anything too spooky besides the zombie. Let's turn off the ray tracing. Maybe we'll be able to see something. That's actually so much better. Right, where's this creaking gonna spawn at? You just came over to Twitch from the YouTube stream. Well, welcome in. Hi. Yeah, we are streaming on both platforms, by the way. But the stream is about the same on both, so not much difference really, besides like channel points and some redemptions on Twitch. It's just not possible on YouTube right now. I'm not seeing any creakings, guys. Normally, once you get within like whatever 20 some blocks of that thing, they just spawn, right? They don't care about light level. Yeah, I haven't heard them either. No, they don't care about light. Let's go around this edge. They're very noisy guys. So as soon as we get one, we should be able to really tell like immediately. I also haven't seen any trees that were like mined out. So I don't think anyone found a heart already. It's a big hole. This might be a little bit not that spooky actually. Yeah, see, this is the issue with the Pale Garden. Like, they released that on Bedrock, and then it just did not have enough. Oh my god! Okay, we looked all around. We finally found one. Hi, buddy. How you doing? We're gonna name you real quick. Where's your thing at? Oh, it's right there. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to. Hey! What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Okay, I need all the resin. Give me all the resin. Don't even think about moving anywhere. Give me. You're not very frightening, are you? I expected a bit more of a fight. Thank you for your clumps. You're a very clumpy guy. I don't even know what that means, but you know what? It's a compliment. Promise. Okay, so now we can make our own creaking heart here. We're gonna go ahead and actually plop that down right here. And then that other creaking is gonna come around here somewhere. Somewhere. Oh! Watch yourself. I don't know where he's at. He'll find me eventually. I'm just gonna try and get more resin from this. Where's he at? Oh, flaming skeleton out of left field. Oh, jeez. That's the real danger of this place. Is just randomly getting shot. You gotta watch out, man. It's a bad neighborhood. Bad neighborhood. Bro, why is there so many skeletons? Get out of here. Really not trying to mess with all that right now. I just want your resin. Jeez. That was very left field, just getting shot by that skeleton. This isn't honestly... Oh! Not too hard to farm here. Is that creeper's stuck in between two? Come on now. Well, you guys brought that upon yourself, okay? Come on. Yeah, so the real danger of the Pale Garden is not these guys. It really is everybody else that really just wants to mess you up. Oh, no, okay, so being in third person does not help your case. Okay, how much do I have? 21 of this? Please load. I gotta go mess a guy up. Get out of here. Thank you. Oh, there's a witch over there? That's actually bad. Get it! Oh, it had to be poison! It's always poison! I swear to you, it's always poison. It's never not poison with these guys. Never not poison. Can we just have a day in life where you don't get poisoned? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna chill out right here for a minute. And it always takes you down to like half a heart as well. It's very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. How much more poison do I have? Okay, 7 seconds. Okay, we might be kind of fine. If we get hit by a skeleton, though, it's over. It's over. This would be a very bad place to die out here. We got a creeper coming up out of here. Oh, I see you over there. He's chilling. He's chilling. Oh, there he is. There's 2 of them? That just feels uncalled for. 3 creepers. That's why we can't have nice things. Can I get you guys to blow each other up? Well, I've bombed this area with 5 creepers now. Okay, you guys aren't gonna despawn because you're name tagged. However, it is becoming daytime, and I would like to thank you for participating in my little experiment of this easy bake resin farm right here. I think we have all the resin that we really need. Making a perimeter? Apparently I am out of creeper holes, yeah. Right then, well that's a pretty productive trip to the Pale Garden. the spooky pale garden. I think we just about wrapped everything up here that we need to. Thank you for your participation, dear guys, and I'm just gonna leave you there for the next person. Oh, dinner burning, that would be kind of funny. But yeah, now we have enough resin to actually make some of these at our place if we want to. So we can totally do that. Oh, I don't need the hearts. I have the resin. We all good. 5 creepers is too much. I'm pretty sure 4 is like the maximum you can have, right? Well, they spawn in like maximum groups of 4. I got saplings. I got the saplings. I got the moss. I got the flowers. I got the rhymes. Not really, because nothing of that rhymed, but you know, got the ideas of rhymes. Should we stop by here? On our way back, you know, take a little trip through the little garden, little place. What's this place called? Savannah Village. There we go, I figured it out. Oh, someone's already been here. Or burned down. Oh, it burned down. Yeah, look at this. They no. Someone mined it out. Right? Or there's no way it generated like that. I mean, that seems a bit wild. Yeah, someone just mined out this place. That's such a weird amount of things to steal. Just like they just stole the terracotta. Who comes and just steals the terracotta from a village? This is one of the fun things of playing on a multiplayer server. You'll just randomly stumble across like a village where all of one type of terracotta has been stolen from all of the villager houses. Like leaving this one over here. Love it. There's no backstory there at all, but it's just kind of fun to find. There's actually a mesa like right next to spawn too. Until I just go mine underground over there. I've done that a few times. Oh, that's what they're talking about when they say open floor plan. That makes sense. Yeah, our helmet has Curse of Binding. Oh! Guys, this is a very important moment. The Curse of Binding helmet is almost broken. Almost broken! We've been wearing this since episode 3. We accidentally put it on. And of course, it happens to have unbreaking on it. We're so close, guys. So close to having like a proper helmet after all these days and years. We're taking a detour. Taking a detour. Someone's already been here. Door's open. Lame. Break it now. Break it down. We're gonna let it break on its own, you know? Squirrel. When are we hitting 1 million subs? I don't know. You tell me. Are you subscribed? Have you gotten your friends to subscribe? This is a really important question, guys. I need you guys to subscribe. We're at 675,000. We're gonna break 700,000 this year. God, I hope anyway. Another story that does just not need to be told. We all know exactly what happened there. They got what they deserved. You are subscribed. Very good. Thank you, helping us reach 1 million subscribers. I don't know. Yeah, that's like my goal. I really wanna reach 1 million. We're gonna have our 9-year anniversary on YouTube. May 22nd. Finally figured out the date. For once. And yeah. I wanna reach 1 million before I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Okay, this is gonna be epic. Look at this, guys. Oh! Vanilla Elytra course. Let's go. Another one over here. We need more fun stuff like this in Minecraft. Look at them skills. There's pyramids. Did not know. Oh, I think we yeah, we kind of overshot. Oh, almost flying into the ground. Trying to reach out. It's so weird. On Java, you can go to a shipwreck and spawn again. Yeah, on Java, it's really good. I mean, just in general, like, you can get a lot of iron, diamonds, lapis, and all kinds of stuff from shipwrecks. They're very good, actually. And then the treasure map's really good loot, too. Also, hi, Melodies. How you doing? Oh, yeah, the doors. Yeah, on Java, because they give you air. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I get it now. Of doors. Of doors. Okay, our base should be right on the other side of, like, a mountain over here. I have a good creeper farm. Go build that. There's also gas farms and witch farms. There's plenty of things. Plenty of options for you. A lamb. Oh, there it is. I almost flew past my base. How'd I miss that? There we go. Home sweet home. Home sweet framey home. Very good. And then it turns it back to simple graphics. So another bug in Bedrock right now is as soon as you turn off ray tracing, it goes to simple graphics, not to whatever one you had it on before. So if you notice, the lighting is like all dumb and weird and stuff. That is why. Okay, so we got plenty of these flowers now. We're gonna steal a few of those. Yeah, we still have a bunch of these. We're gonna go plant a couple out in the fields, actually. That way I can just, like, go over here and bone meal them. No, so any farm that works on Sim 4 works on higher simulation distances as well. But if you're playing on Sim 6 or above, mobs can spawn much further away from you, so you're gonna have to worry about, like, spawn-proofing more area. Especially if you're in the nether. It's like you can't just go 40 blocks above the ground and boom, things are good. Mobs can spawn like up to 128 blocks away from you. So you're gonna have to really raise up your AFK spots for a lot of farms. But in my tutorials, I usually bring that up, so don't worry about it too much. But yeah, as long as you're like 128 above the ground, then like you're totally fine for everything, no matter what you're doing. Also, I love that we have an easy source of gray dye. This is honestly so underappreciated in Minecraft. Cool, let's get a couple stacks of that then. Cool, that is gonna be a lot of our wool figured out, and also more importantly, or I guess same importance, it's gonna be our concrete figured out. Yeah, so all those flowers, the whole reason why we went out there is just for the dye, so we can make plenty of the concrete and oh so much of the wool at some point. But really, that's going to be for a wool farm. Yeah, Pale Oak is a really good block, honestly. I'm not much of a builder person out here, but I do appreciate a good block. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and figure out what we're doing real quick. Easier said than done. Let's go spend a bunch of diamonds. Sounds productive. What do you think? Good idea? Good idea. Oh, I don't even have that many diamonds. Interesting. I thought I need at least 45 diamonds to buy what I was gonna buy. So that's a bit of a problem that we need to overcome right now. I don't really want to go mining right now either. Well, I guess we could just buy one shulker. How about that? Yeah, I mean, we're only 8 diamonds away. Yeah, so both the chats are on screens. Shh, don't tell anybody. Yeah, so I need to buy a bunch of wool. Maybe I'll just buy one shulker. Hold up. I think it was 180 diamonds for 8 shulkers. So 180 divided by 8. I did 10 divided by 8. Cool. 180. There we go. Divide that by 8. That's 22.5 diamonds. We'll call that 23. Just so we can get something done. Yeah, so we're gonna buy one shulker of what you call it, wool. Typically that'll be a diamond a stack, which I think is personally really expensive for like how automated wool farms are. But we're gonna buy one, just because I need the wool now, which is kind of how economies work. You can go raise your own sheep and get wool that way. It's just gonna take a long time, right? Or you can go pay Walmart to shear the sheep for you. And that's why we have the economy. It's economics 101. No other wools in here. Oh, never mind. I lied. We have some wool. Okay, let's go spend some money. Not before I record this. Sir, what are you doing? That poor llama. I need to... there's no way to save that llama, but I can at least punish you in a similar manner. And then they both fell. Okay, the llama survived. Okay, good. That serves him right. That serves him right. Okay. I just wanted to save the llama. Buying wool and and no, we're gonna make a farm too, but I want to get something done tonight, so we're gonna do that. Listen, I'm stimulating the local economy. I'm buying from small local businesses, and you know, I'm voting with my wallet. You know, that's how we do things. Only had a place to make a wool farm. Nah, couldn't be me. Llama should be a source of wool. You know, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Because they, well, no, they don't make wool, do they? Oh, there's a specific name for it, like alpacas and stuff. They don't make wool. It's another, hold up. Wool from llamas. Llama fiber. Produce a fiber. Often, oh, okay, I guess it's called wool from llamas. Wool's from alpacas. Alpaca fiber. It's alpaca fleece. It's similar to sheep wool. Okay, you know what? You got me there. It's just basically it should just be wool. Yeah, honestly, it makes sense. They're the great source of wool normally. Where's this shop at? Oh, it's this one right here, actually. And then let me just double check the Discord to make sure I have the pricings right, because I want to make sure that it's actually the right price that I'm paying. I'm not ripping anyone off. There's a zombie around here somewhere. Could be also a creeper. Sounds like they're over there. Yeah, so it was 180 for 8 shulkers, which means that's 22.3 diamonds. 22.5 for a shulker, so 23 diamonds. Okay. Okay. So we need ourselves a ton of wool right now, and we've actually come to a deal with Eladrium for an entire shulker box of wool, which sounds like a lot. And you know what? It sort of is, but they also provided us with 8 shulkers right here. But they want 180 diamonds for all of those. And I have a total of this many diamonds to my name. So we can't spend all that money right now, but we will buy ourselves one shulker for 23 diamonds. And that's going to help us build our base right now. That's all there is to that. Let's go. And YouTube is still pausing the songs for no reason. Any diamonds in Dirt Poor store? My dirt shop? No. Haven't got any money there. Also haven't really sold to anyone though. I don't have to have a shulker farm. There's plans for one in the base. Well, that's a ways off, you know. It'll happen eventually. Yeah, I can definitely start selling things like gold and iron It's just a matter of like, what do people really want to buy on the server right now, you know? Okay, so what we're doing with all this wool is filling in no man's land out here, this area. And also, now that we have some concrete, we can go ahead and build up the platforms for the Ultra Flex statues as well. So if you are a new viewer to our streams, or a YouTube viewer, then you might not realize that we have redemptions over on Twitch that people can redeem using channel points. And if you stack up and stock up on 100,000 channel points, then you can buy yourself a statue of yourself to be built by me, built and designed by me, here on the Truly Bedrock server. And it's pretty cool if I do say so myself. No bias at all. No bias. But yeah, we have a number of those redeemed already. And we haven't built any because we haven't had the area to build them. But now we have kind of the zone figured out for that, which is these little platforms. We have 420,000 points. See, this is why it's very dangerous for me to add these high tier redemptions. Because you guys don't spend your points on the things. Like the name it items or the weird flexes. We used to have so many weird flexes and name it items. Dirt, 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 dirt. Yeah. It's a lot of quotes as well. By the way, you can quote things as well if you're on the Twitch stream. I just don't know how to get those commands working for the YouTube yet. But hopefully they'll be working at some point. And nerf it, fire spec shouldn't cook it. Nah, fire spec cooks everything, right? I mean, golden carrots are technically the best. On Bedrock, the foods really aren't even the same, right? You don't really get like the same benefits as you do on Java. But also, you don't get that much steak per cow, right? Bedrock only has like 6 servers. Well, there's the public like promoted servers for Mojang, but there's so many servers on Bedrock. You just gotta go look for them, right? Oh, we're outside the range of the beacon. Well, that's stupid. That's a bit of a derp. Yeah, gotta do this in the middle of the base. Didn't even think about that. Well, we're doing this the slow way. On console, yeah, so you can connect to any server that you want from console. It just takes a little bit of rigmarole, a little bit of fidgeting around with your settings, but it is possible. So like any server of a custom IP and port and stuff, you can join it. There's just a specific methodology that you need to use, and it's kind of a hassle, but it's possible. Your name now has been long forgotten. I did reject some things. So there's some items that you guys name that's like, I don't have that item. You know, it's like rare stuff like armor trims and music discs and things. It's like, kind of should know what to expect there, right? But if you do a common item that I can actually acquire, jeez, yeah, blue oxalot, like, yeah, we used to do the name of mob as well, and that got a little bit out of hand. We also used to have a summon a wither redemption too. That was like 20,000 points if I remember. That got out of hand too. Your named piece of glass? Well, I think we did that. I think it's in the ender chest right now. Yeah, like a purple glass or something. Sometimes I do redemptions, and you guys miss them. We have a couple right now. Yeah, we do have hacks with the wither. Yeah, we got this one. Fragile, don't stand on me. We also got the boom boy. Those are like the only two. Only two naming items. Right, we're gonna go ahead and install all these little platforms around. And then we will fill in the wool as well. Water would be faster? It's almost like I have a water bucket on the hotbar for that. See, I didn't want to flood out the whole area, right? That's why I built the border. See? Smart. I got the big brains ideas sometimes. Sometimes. It is known to occasionally happen. There's nothing down here, right? No, okay, it's just little nothing burger. Okay, so then we're just gonna light this thing up and kind of call it good, right? And then this should be 14 by 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cool. Wanted to double check that real quick. Not because I thought this one was wrong, but because we're going to go build the other ones. And then we're doing the glass on this one lined up with the color of the platforms. So it'll be green on all this side. Very fancy. And then purple on the rest. And yes, that is off by a block. Okay. This counting is difficult. It's kind of difficult, yeah. Have a late game raid farm, iron farm. I mean, if you're really in for some suffering, you can do a stacked raid farm. 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be on that one. 8. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not too difficult. Do I have a group farm here? I don't have one here, but we are going to be making one at some point. It's on the list. It's going to be one of the main center things in the base. I just don't have a reason to build that quite yet. We have a few other farms that we're going to have to make first. Mostly we're going to be going for, I think, a bamboo farm and a wool farm. Those seem like the two things that we need to make first. Wool for decoration and the other one just for smelting, really. Really need a lot of fuel for smelting down those swords. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Use RTX shaders. So ray tracing is just a texture pack, but you have to have good enough hardware to actually run it. You have to have a ray tracing graphics card to run ray tracing, right? You can't just run it on any old device, your phone or whatever. But they are actually adding shaders to Minecraft. Those are going to be releasing on all platforms. It's not going to be quite like what you see here, but it's going to be pretty good. You know, better than what most people have ever had at any rate. So that'll be nice. They're actively working on that and developing it in the betas. It's already on some consoles. I think it was already on PlayStation, yeah. So that should be 3 of those done. We have to do this one as well. Let's see, is this, yeah, this is right where it should be. Of course, this one's got water in it. That's why I left it till last. Nobody wants to deal with water. Not me making several underwater bases, though. Actually, I don't think it'll matter too much for the lamps. Instant farm type here. Coming soon. I mean, you're not wrong. We do have a lot of plans for the base. There's only so many mob farms we can fit on the base, though. Like, really, it's just going to be creeper farm, and then, that's about it for mob farming here. Everything else is going to be different variations of, like, crop farms and other redstone mechanics. Crop farm, street farm. Oh, hi, there's a big old hole right here. I've actually died here before. Due to a witch and the poison and fall damage. Yeah, so we have surface spawns completely blocked using a mob switch, right? That's really easy. I made a whole video on how to do that. Highly recommend it. Super, super easy to throw together. However, this outer area, no man's land as we like to call it, is not spawn proof. So this little gap right here between, you know, this line and this line, not spawn proofed. Oh, I have the levers on the opposite sides. I had the levers on this one before, not that one, so I was confused for a second. Did I build this the wrong size? No, I just did levers different. Yeah, so these are the platforms where the Mega Ultra Flex statues are going. So that'd be cool. Long time coming for this. This should be red and green. Yeah, look how nice this is. Look, as though it's crazy. This right here is basically the entire reason that I designed the base, and like decided to go the direction that we are. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the reason. Okay, we're actually done with all of these now. We'll build the statues on there soon. Maybe next stream. So we gotta go collect a whole bunch of resources for those things. Yeah, we need to get like a bunch of terracotta and dyes and other bits and bobs and things like that. But that's not too difficult, right? We can figure that out. The statue be placed above your sign. We can put it on your sign. On your side. So your sign is right here, and your statue can be like right there. Bam. And then Honey's can be like right there. Yeah, so villager refarms and all that stuff, they still work fine, yeah. Nothing's changed with all that. Okay, where is... There it is. Wool. Now, give me 1 second. We are going to turn off ray tracing, and I'm going to get the Minecraft Java pulled up, because we should still be able to connect... Should still be able to connect to the server from my Silent 2 account, right? Hey, welcome back, Malay. How you doing? Now, we only have enough platforms for the 8 Ultra Flexes right now, so we're going to have to find other places to put the other ones. Because now we have... we have a couple in here. Yes, we have another one from Stone that just came in, and then I know some of you guys are trying to redeem more as well. 1 moment. See if we can get this other account on the server, and then we can time lapse it. Casper, thanks for giving us sub to Silent 2 again. Ridiculous. That's not my account, by the way. That's just some random guy named Silent 2. Oh wait, hold up. I got to Bedrock. Ooh, I don't think I'm updated for 121.60. Oh, am I not going to be able to time lapse this then? 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 121.60. 1 Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to. No, outdated client. Oh! I don't think I can update that right now either. Oh yeah, you can gift things on YouTube. That would actually be, that'd be kind of funny. Yeah, so I can't get Silent 2 on the server right now because my Java's not updated. You can connect to Bedrock servers via Java because, like, you have your Java pretending to be your Bedrock account, and then I don't know, you join the server somehow. But yeah, I'm not quite updated. Okay, well, I was gonna time-lapse the wool, but, like, I don't know. Should I try and update it real quick? I think it would probably only take a couple minutes, and then we could get a little bit of a time lapse of this going. I think it could be kind of cool to time lapse it, but I don't know. What up? I think I might have it pinned somewhere even. Could be a real quick thing. Could be a real quicksy thing. Bedrock version download. Nope, that's not it. Nope. Via Fabric Plus. I think this is the one that I need. Versions. Version 4.0. Just download that real quicksies. And then where do I put my Java mods at? We're doing this on the fly, everybody. And you know it's gonna be great. Mods. Via Fabric Plus. Boom, I think that's the right one. Delete that. Copy that. Put that in there. What was the one that I just deleted? What version was that? 401? Well, I just downloaded 400. Huh. We'll find out and discover if that's the right one or not. We're doing it live! We're doing it live. Well, is that even gonna launch the Java? It seems like it might have launched. I don't have it open still, do I? Oh, I might have done it. It did it. Hopefully that was the right thing. Multiplayer 121. Oh no, that's 12150 still. No, have they not updated this for 12160? Unless this isn't the right thing. I'm pretty sure this is the right thing. Via Fabric Plus. I'm pretty sure that's the thing that allows you to connect to Bedrock. Yeah. Yeah, this lets you connect to Bedrock. Maybe they haven't released one yet. Oh no, 403. Here we go. I'm stupid. I downloaded like the big download button, the thing that tells you to, like, you know, download it. It's like obviously that's the wrong one. Cool. Okay. Well, we'll do it right this time. This is why you don't do things live. Okay, 403. Put that in there. Okay, now we relaunch the Java. Hopefully, third time's the charm, everybody. Third time's the charm. We'll figure it out. Am I gonna make another raid farm? I mean, inevitably at some point I will. Yeah. There's not much change in that space right now, so that's good. But yeah, inevitably I will make a new raid farm. I just don't have plans for that right now. Okay, let's see. Can we get him on here? Multiplayer. 12160. Let's go. And then we get truly Bedrock. Here we go. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, there we go, boys. We got Silent 2 on the server. We did it live. We did it live. Very good. Look at this. Yeah, look at this guy. So you want to see something really, really trippy? Let's put down a couple blocks right here. So I'm pretty sure he can still. Yeah, look at this. Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So I'll show you what this looks like on his screen. But how do you think he's doing that? He's not in spectator. He's actually like in survival allegedly. Oh wow, he can actually switch items on his hotbar now. Can he drop items? No, he can't drop items. Yeah, so it's very, very alpha right now, but he can turn on replay mod or flashback, and that actually lets him do things. So let's see if I can do this real quick. There we go. Yeah, so the skins still aren't quite working, but that's fine. Don't worry about that. But yeah, see, these glass panes aren't even connected on his screen. So you can just straight up walk through them, right? It's kind of funny. And then I believe we can turn on Java mods over here as well, can't we? Hold up. How do you even do that? Yeah, we can turn on shaders. And have Java shaders on a Bedrock Edition server, guys. It takes a minute. It's giving me the spinny wheel of death, but there it goes. Yeah, look at this. This is so fun. And then, what's even better is let's switch back to Bedrock Edition for a moment. Where's that at? Here we go. So I got a stick. I got a stick in here. Excuse me. And then we can do something to spectator mode. Bam, he's now in spectator mode. Okay, cool. Great. Let's go switch back to Java Edition real quick. And boop. And now he's in spectator. With these shaders. Check that out. This is all Bedrock Edition, guys. Well, I'm on a Java Edition account, but connected to a Bedrock server, right? So cool. I absolutely love it. Yeah, and we can actually do like proper spectator as well. There's our trial chamber. I forgot we had a trial chamber over here. See our like not too advanced strip mines that we got going. Yeah. It's actually pretty convenient for checking out all the redstone and stuff, but you can see there's some issues with like graphically. There's some issues like the redstone dust isn't connected or chests aren't connected. I believe also, yeah, shulker boxes are still upside down, which is another bug. But like, it looks pretty good. Now, yeah, these shaders don't quite work how ray tracing does. Of course, this is like complementary shaders or something, but like it looks pretty good, right? Is that a VIA version? Yeah, so this is VIA Fabric Plus. It's just a plugin for Java, and you can just go ahead and like select what version you want to play in right here. It's super cool, guys. Absolutely love it. Very good, very cool. So we can use this to actually do like proper full-on time lapses using, oh yeah, so there is a small issue in that he does fall through the world every time he logs in. That is still in the game. That is still in the game. Boop. But yeah, if you want to find it, it's on Modrinth, VIA Fabric Plus. You do need a few other plugins. So like it's a fabric mod. You'll need, I think Sodium Fabric might be one of them. I'm using Fabric, API, blah, 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 Flashback, Iris, Fabric, Mod Menu, Skin Overrides. That's just to get our skins to work properly. And then Sodium Fabric, VIA Fabric Plus, and then Voice Chat. That's completely optional. But yeah, really cool stuff. I have no idea where I'm at. On his screen is just like in the void. So, sound 2. Teleport to me. Survival. There we go. That'll do it. And then I'm just going to walk in between these little panes real quick. But yeah, technically you can do survival on here, but it really doesn't work out that well. So the only real thing that you can do on Java is like record stuff. I want to use this to try and play survival from Java on a Bedrock server because it really does not work that well. I would purely use this for things like replay mod. But yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna get a recording going, and now we're good to go. Now we're gonna do a time lapse. Cool stuff. Cool stuff indeed. There's no chunk loaders in Bedrock Edition unless you use commands. Big sad. Okay, we have all the wool that we need. We have, well, definitely not all the wool that we need, but we have an amount. So now we're going to go ahead and fill in all of the no man's land. It's going to make this base area look so much more complete. Completely gray, that is. Sky Cactus still alive? It is! It's actually 3 blocks tall right now. Which is very surprising to me. By the way, this is something you do on Bedrock. You just run and hold the place button, and then you can just run jump. And that's essentially how you God bridge too, actually. Like if you do this with like regular blocks, you can just make a bridge out in front of you. And then you can pick block. So there's advanced ways to do this. So you run, and I gotta wait until I run out of this stack. So on the next one. So you run out of blocks, and then you look at this, you pick block it. I'm out of carpet. Well, great example, good job. Love it. You don't need a crafting table to make carpet. I knew that. Don't tell anyone I made a mistake like that. I'll lose my my YouTuber badge. So proper example, you can go until you run out, keep holding the place button, look at this, pick block it, and then you can continue placing it. And that works for God bridging as well. So you don't need to like restart the bridge every time. You just keep on going. Very convenient. Bedrock Edition has some really convenient, you know, whatchamacallit, placement methods. Yeah, if you're on mobile or consoles, it might be a little bit more tricky to get the technique down, but it is possible. It is possible. I made a video on like illegal block placement methods and stuff like that. Makes Bed Wars better. It's actually a really fun mechanic. It makes things like this way more convenient too. Because you can place blocks just way faster on Bedrock Edition than you can on Java. Except when it comes to carpet. Life hacks. Indeed, indeed. Always have to sit next to your trying to kill her to collect XP. Depending on the type. You know, if it's like a really basic one, then yeah, you can just stand next to it to pick it up through the wall. But otherwise, like, there's types where you can, you know, send it out via water stream if you get the timings right. If you built it on a chunk border, though, then, like, maybe your timings might be a little bit messed up. Might need to move it or slow it down even more. But yeah, there's plenty of types that can send items or experience into a water stream. And then you collect those AFK from somewhere else. You can use any light source that you want, and the fish farm and the floor. Really, anything works. Jack-o'-lanterns are just like kind of the cheapest. But you could use like actually no, I think there's a couple that you can't use. Check all the information is there in the video already. I think you can't use sea lanterns because there's like some pathfinding bug. But like basically everything's fine. Shroom lights, jack-o'-lanterns. But yeah, all the information's in the video really. I actually made a video on the best starter farms in Minecraft. You should check it out. Oh, this one's gonna be really long. Look at this. 3 solid blocks. Something like that. Yeah, I think sea lanterns aren't solid blocks, like the fish don't have a good time on them. You know, carpet never made sense to me. I don't see any car, and I don't see any pits either, so, like, what's happening? False advertising. Chewbacca, welcome in. You came in at the absolute worst time for, like, the worst dad joke. I thought that was one of the new cows for a second. I was like, wait a second. That's not quite right. Why do cars drive on a parkway and park on a driveway? I don't know. That's a good question. Strange Jacob, thank you very much for the super chat. Welcome in. $20? That's crazy. Much appreciated. You're insane. Thank you for super chat. glad you like the farms and all that good stuff. That was a joke. It was a bad attempt at a joke, which is normally all I do around here. Now, the nice thing about this carpet is if we decide that we hate it, it's really easy to remove because we just, you know, spam down some water everywhere. Super easy. Oh, servers, we start in a minute. We gotta go fast, guys. Making the sound effects does indeed help you go faster. It's a proven tactic. That's why all these PvP streamers are always like super quiet. They're actually just muted, making a bunch of sound effects. That's how they're so good. These are the secrets that they won't tell you. It's kind of unfortunate that our time lapse is gonna get broken up so soon. Does carpet stop spawning? It does, yeah. So this is gonna spawn proof our area. It's gonna make it look better, and it's gonna make it blend in with the rest of the base in a relatively cheap and straightforward manner. Oh, there goes the server. Bye-bye. Okay, well, now what? Truly Bedrock's an invite-only server, by the way. A bunch of content creators on here doing all the things. Doing all the video content creation things. We're all streamers and, well, video makers, really. Streamers and YouTubers. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking to fill in the rest of this area. Somehow I got, like, no carpet on the outside when I use the fill commands. So, we can break up the areas a little bit. I had two ideas for that. We could either use the raised up tracers to go from the outside edge to the inside edge like this, or we could sink it down into the ground. Also, I think we would just end up using lamps, but lanterns are a bit easier to work with here in Creative because they don't need to be powered, right? And then we also have our platforms out here as well. Originally, it was just going to be big enough for one, but, you know, of course, we decided to double that. We can also connect these up to the main area, right, with additional little tracers if we wanted to. So there's some ideas for how we can break up No Man's Land and make it look a little bit more visually interesting, right? So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do. Of course, it would be kind of like a zigzag kind of going through here. What's the worst part of making a mega storage systems? The worst part? It's probably forgetting something really obvious and then having to go back and update and fix things. That's general. That happens a lot. You gotta watch out for that. You really proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's you really got to think about your system and how you want it to do it, and all the items that have been coming in, and how you're gonna handle all those items, and it's a lot. It's a lot, you know. But it's something. You can see how much testing and planning we've gone through here. I mean, it's just an absolute mess because we've gone through so many different ideas, right? Oh yeah, so I'm also thinking about stacking up the iron farms as well, and it might look something similar to this. So we stacked up the, we're gonna have like a crop farm on top of the iron farms. Obviously this outside decoration is a little bit temporary right now, but it is an idea of what you might expect. Now, of course, when you have ray tracing on for this, it looks like it's broken because it is. Don't worry about it. Just restart your game, Mark. Usually that helps fix things. You can also make like a copy of your world, and that might sometimes just randomly fix it. Copy your world. Either way, you should probably make a copy of it and then like play on the copy. Always good to make backups. Yeah, look how nice that is, right? I mean, it's crazy. We got Jake and Zach. Thank you very much for the subscribe for 6 months, half a year. That's crazy. Also, you followed as well. So is that in advance? I'm not sure. I can't see that in my notifications. We also have a bunch of new followers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for joining the stream. Hopefully you guys are doing well tonight. We try to stream 4 times a week here on the server, doing a bunch of things. You know, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern, and late UK time, early Australian time. Hold up. I gotta get the Silent 2 back on here. And he wasn't in spectator, so he's not gonna fall through the world. Great. So he has 77 levels. That's crazy. Don't do 5. I don't know what you're referencing. It's 10 a.m. for you. The Aussie lad. Very nice. 2 Australians in the chat, at least. That's crazy. You know, sometimes every now and again, we ask the chat, like, what state or country you guys are from. And it's interesting to see where everybody's from. So if you feel like it, you can say... It probably is from fishing. You're probably right. Yeah, if you feel like it, you can say in the chat where you're from. Nothing specific. Don't give us your home address, jeez. Or not even your town or your city. Unless it's, like, New York. Like, no one's going to find you if you do that, right? But, yeah, you can say what country or what state you're from if you feel like it. Super Llama's also in Australia? I mean, we got all the Australians. All the Australians up in here. What's happening? From the Midwest? Very nice. Ohio? I'm so sorry. That was unnecessarily loud. I guess that's what I get. You're in Brazil? That's pretty cool. Another Australian? Man, do you guys just, like, not do anything in your mornings or something? Because it's... Well, I guess it's Sunday morning over there, right? You're in Virginia. Very nice. Where are you from, Longhorn? You're new to the stream, right? I don't know if I've seen you around here before. Say hi to the class. It's 8:30 a.m. in India. And I can't imagine getting up at 8:30, let alone watching a stream when I get up at 8:30. Another Texan? You're in Oregon, Mysterious? Very nice. California, New Hampshire, Kentucky Fried Chicken over there. Wisconsin. We don't get very many Wisconsinites. Is that the proper name? Wisconsinite? Wisconsiners? I don't know. Wisconsinite sounds fun. Sounds correct. Taiwan? That's cool. You're also in Virginia? Got a whole bunch of East Coasters out here. Probably not too many, or really any, like, Europeans, right? Because it's, what time is it in Europe right now? Let's see, I got a clock. It's, yeah, 1:30 a.m. in Europe. I'm not, is that London? I think that might be London time. Probably. Greenwich Greenwich Mean Time, right? I was called it Greenwich Western Time. I think Wisconsin's bad. You haven't seen Illinois? Oh, we got some state beef happening over here. Hey, we got a Canadian in the chat. Welcome in. How you doing? Fellow Canadian. Well, not fellow. I'm not Canadian, but fellow Canadian. As in friend. I don't know. Shut up. I can't say words. You're from Antarctica? Get out of here. We know you're from Australia. I've placed like all of these carpets recently without even like looking at the game. Just absolutely just reading chat. Strongville, Illinois. Oh, y'all starting a war in the chat right now. Back it up, everybody. They're gonna start throwing fists or something. I don't know. Throwing chat messages. Gotta watch out. Got some state beef. Bros here from North Korea. That would be dangerous. That's cool. Yeah, we got quite the spread of people. From your mom's basement. Hey, that's where most of us are. I mean, what? You're in Nevada? That's cool. Nevada's fun. I think I've been to Nevada. Yeah, we drove through there. Pretty sure I went to a casino once. Just for food. Because it's like the only place to get food. Doing one of our cross-country drives. Okay, so we have done approximately half with 1 shulker full of wool. Yeah, we're out of wool now. Oh, yeah, nice. Much better. Yeah, nice. Much better. Okay, so that was 1 entire shulker box of wool. We're roughly, you know, roughly halfway around at this point. We still have quite a bit more to do, so I think we're going to not spend all of our diamonds on wool, and we're just going to make a wool farm instead. But I wanted to get a bit of this done so we can see what it looks like, and that's what, you know, approximately 40 diamonds worth of wool looks like. From the end dimension. Ooh, we got an Enderman in chat. Very nice, very good. We respect the end dimension around here. Let's just put the shulker on the wall, shall we? Extra place to put that. Finish up our recording. Get Silent 2 out of here. Once again, I built an expensive base. Yeah. I've spent like hundreds of diamonds this season. I haven't kept track, but I've spent hundreds of diamonds just on concrete. Okay, we actually have the reflective bug on right now, so we have to relog. See what this actually looks like. Oh yeah, so if you have 2 ocean monuments like basically touching each other, or really within like 20 blocks, you can pretty easily make a good guardian farm, especially if you're on like Sim 6. Oh my god, guys, so I have some really bad news for you. This was just brought to my attention. Guys, do you know what's happening? I'm so sorry that I have to do this to you. This is honestly tragic. We gotta turn off the music for this. This is actually serious. Guys, do you know what's happening right now? This is really bad. Times are changing. The clocks are moving forward. You gotta go change your stove clock tomorrow. And all your other clocks that don't automatically update. Ah, jeez, man. We're moving forward an hour. You're gonna go to bed at like 2 and it's gonna be 3. Ah, your hour, it's gone. They're taking your hours. They're taking my hours. I can't do the taking my gerbs, but it's taking my hours. I can't do it. I tried. I can't do it. It's just not possible. If you ignore it, then it's not real. No. I gotta go update. Gotta go update my stove clock. It's the only clock in my house is on the stove. Disgusting. I know. Disgusting. PC specs, there's a command for that. I don't know if it works on YouTube, though. It's just !PC. Won't feel till Monday. Yeah, well, I gotta go somewhere tomorrow, so. But yeah, look how much nicer that is compared to this. Now, I think what we should do is we should, while we're on the same note, so we don't have enough like wool to actually finish up this area of the base right now. As you see, it all looks pretty bad out there. But what we do have is the ability to actually clean up the outside edges out here. So originally all of this terrain was like up and, you know, big and hilly and stuff. So we mined out maybe a little bit more than we needed to for the base area. We didn't technically need to mine out all this over here, but that was barely anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go fill in all of this extra stone, just like put some grass over top of it, rebuild up a little bit of the hills and the nature around here. That way this entire base area actually looks better. It's going to be a pretty drastic difference between this and that. And I think it'll just look a lot better. So yeah, we're rebuilding the hills that we mined, but shoosh, we're nothing if not inefficient around here. Nothing if not inefficient. We, you know, we're not repetitive either. We're not repetitive either. Man, it keeps putting on simple graphics. You can really tell with the chests, because the chests are like really bright on simple. But on fancy, they're like the actual color that should be. Now, I think before we do this, let's grab our beacon. Because some of that we're going to have to mine out. I don't want to do that by hand. automate that as best we can. That wasn't so bad. Yeah, we can put some of our flowers back as well, because we saved all the flowers that we got from the flower forest, because remember, all this around here is flower forest. So we have a chest full of flowers somewhere. I think it... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so we can put a bunch of these back. Honestly, though, we're probably just going to bone meal it. That's probably the better way to do things. So let's see, what exactly do we need to do out here? We need to... All of this stone is going to get ripped up and replaced with grass. So I guess we'll just put the beacon, like, somewhere up here. It's not normally how I build a beacon, but special times. I put the beacon down there because the beacon range is vertical the entire way. So, like, the lower you put the beacon, the better it is. Because if you put a beacon up in the sky, the range of the beacon only goes down, like, what, 60 blocks or something? But it goes up forever vertically. So if you put it at the bottom of the world, you can stand at the top of the world and still get your beacon effects, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Horizontally, the beacon range is always the same. So it's always, like, whatever, 60 blocks, 64 blocks. So it's better to put your beacons down low than it is to put them up above. But also, we have our mines down there, so I was using it to actually mine out that area. So that's why that one specifically is down there. Okay, bam, bam. And then I put this one up a block so we could mine the things out from underneath it. And you know what? We're actually going to get Silent 2 back on the server, so we can time-lapse this as well. Boom! Make it go down infinitely. I mean, it makes sense that it wouldn't, right? Because the beam doesn't go downwards. The beam goes up. Also, thank you for the banning of the people in the chat. Mods, appreciate it. Can we get some love in the chat from the moderators? Taking time out of there. Very busy Saturday night. Live to watch the live. Banning all the nonsensical people in the chat who deserve to be banned. There's always trolls that you guys don't see. They're always out there smiting people, smashing heads, bashing them with hammers and things. I don't know what mods do, but they do things. I haven't modded a stream in a while. Might be a little bit rusty out here. You got the ban hammer emote. Very good. Is that our emote? Did I add that here? Is that It is silence, man. Okay, good. Yeah, so essentially we just mine out the top layer of the stone, and then we're just gonna go put some grass back in here. And you could say that, oh, like, oh, maybe you should, like, decorate this area as well. But listen, we have no man's land decorated. Boom. We have outer no man's land. This is no man's land plus the best this is gonna get is a layer of grass and some flowers and some happy little sheep. Listen, you ask too much of me. It's already been undecorated for, like, months, so just be glad it's getting some grass, okay? Don't get sassy with me. We're getting grassy. Tasers, spray bottles of water, and tranquilizers work well. I do like the tasers. Tase them! Have you guys seen Buff Pro and Cinnamon Toast Skin? Tase them! You'll appreciate it. Appreciate that. Some people really deserve that tasing. Not all trolls are bad. Well, yeah, I mean, there's James. Some trolls are so good that they become admins. And they stick around the community for like 6 years. It's great. Why can't we build on another roof? Because they don't want us to. Basically. That's the real answer right there. Add trees in the outer edge. Yeah, so we could add a few trees out here. Return it back to its kind of like natural state, because I think there was a few trees. But originally all this was quite hilly. So we mined out the entire area. We spent like, I think probably 10 hours mining. It was a few live streams. That was in one of the earlier episodes. Watching the entire series, once it's actually done, without like, you know, the weeks or months gaps between some of these episodes, I think it's going to be quite interesting. Because you'll be able to see so much progress getting done in like a fairly short amount of episodes, right? Whereas, you know, it takes a long time to actually do all this stuff gameplay-wise. And even longer to like edit it into videos. Excuse me, that was very rude of you. But like once the series is complete and the base is done, like you can watch a relatively short amount of content to get like a ton of progress. Because the videos aren't really that long, right? Oh geez, we got a raid from Samuel. Much appreciated. Welcome in. I'm excited for the direction the base is going, though. I think we have some good things cooking. Get out of here. I want you. You as well. Thank you. Saying binge watch. Yes, binge watch all the videos. I need that watch time. The longer... That's actually like the main thing on YouTube right now, is the longer you watch the video, the more YouTube thinks that you like it, right? So channels that you actually want to support, you kind of got to watch the whole video, right? Like if you click on a video and you only watch it for like 30 seconds, it's like, bad video. Even if it's just like a video that you're like, oh, okay, this is kind of the wrong thing. It's not really what I'm here for, right? So they really incentivize watch time and getting people to watch for as long as humanly possible. That's why a lot of people use subtitles and, you know, the fast cuts and all that stuff. Which is why I had to redo how we were doing the intros. Because especially the first 30 seconds, it's like what YouTube really benchmarks the most. And then after that, it's like, you know, still important that you watch a bunch of the video. Average view duration between all your viewers is really important. So we gotta watch the video, guys. Watch it twice. Actually, I don't think that really matters too much, but maybe. Maybe we should just go take a nap. Watching. No, I don't think that really matters, Ryan. I don't think the speed that you watch the video really matters. We do have a mob switch. It just doesn't reach that far out. It only reaches within the main core of the base. It doesn't get into No Man's Land or No Man's Land Plus, as we like to call it. I'm gonna run out of storage out here. I thought that green glass down there was a creeper for a second. It's like a creeper. You guys ever have that happen? Do I get paid less if people squid ads? I actually don't know, but I imagine so. Like, I'm not sure the specifics of that, but I'm pretty sure that, like, you know, if you watch the whole ad, it probably pays better, right? And then if you click on it, that probably pays even more, right? That's how I imagine it works. But I think even you just seeing it, that counts as like an ad view. But like definitely if you use an ad blocker, like the creators don't get anything, right? The watching of the ads is kind of how you pay for the free content on YouTube. That's the exchange, right? So like you can use an ad blocker if you want. I use one for like regular websites and stuff because like, you know, you don't want to be going around everywhere. Especially for like Twitter and things. But for YouTube, right now I happen to have premium on both my accounts. I just randomly got it for free on both. So that's been very nice. But I kind of don't blame you if you use an ad blocker. There's so many ads on YouTube right now. It's honestly, it's just like so many. So I don't really blame you there. But consider your poor little local small-time YouTubers. We need late money. Yeah, so premium actually pays better, like if a premium viewer watches a video, YouTube actually pays that creator more than if you didn't have premium and you watched all the ads, which is wild. It's like a kind of a funny example of that is for a while there when PewDiePie, or just like in general, nobody had ads running because the adpocalypse. But like you would go to the video analytics and it'd be like $0 from regular viewers, and then like $20 from all the premium viewers on like a couple million views. It's kind of funny. Or like $200 or something like that. I don't know. So there's just that, you know. I don't know. It's just kind of how that works. Do I play Minecraft on mobile? I've always played on... Well, I started on console, but now I always play on PC. I've never actually played mobile Minecraft. Make the statue? Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want, Melee. Just got an ad. Yeah, so YouTube puts ads on the streams kind of whenever they want. I don't have any control over that. Same for Twitch. I think there's technically a way for me to manually run them, but... Yeah, I don't really do that. They just kind of go off, you know? So if I encourage people to get YouTube Premium, I theoretically get paid more by each view. In theory, yeah, but it like, in practice, it wouldn't really add up to much, you know? But I do think, like, I think YouTube is missing out in a couple ways when it comes to Premium. I think, first of all, the YouTubers themselves, I think we should just get Premium by default, right? Like, I mean, I've uploaded 1,000 videos. Let me get Premium, like, for realsies. I think that's just, like, no bias or anything, but I think I should get Premium for free. And then, also, why not affiliate links? Like, if I tell you guys to go buy Premium, and then you buy it, I should get a kickback for that, right? Same way that, like, every other affiliate link ever works. Like, if someone tells you to go buy NordVPN, and you click their link, boom, they get a kickback for that, right? Or use their code or whatever. I feel like there's some missed opportunities there for, you know, encouraging people to use Premium on the creator side anyway. But also, like, they keep raising their prices on it. That's why I've never done it. It's like, it's kind of expensive, right? And they keep trying to chip away at it and like, oh, actually, you know, you'll get ads on some things. Like I think the lowest tier of it, now you get ads on music videos. Yeah, unless they have Honey installed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can skip ads on YouTube. Most of them are 5-second non-skippable, so they're not so bad, right? But there's quite a few of them now. Now, to be fair, in all honesty, I do skip the sponsor spots in like basically every video that I watch because, first of all, I just like, I don't spend money on things. I'm not interested in your Squarespace sponsorship. Sorry. So I don't really feel bad about that. But also, like, I pretty much only watch my handful of channels, so I'm watching like all their videos. So they're getting plenty of ad views from me, right? So it's not really affecting their bottom line at all. Is there a Nether Eater for Bedrock? Yeah, so the World Eater video that I made a video on actually works in the Nether and in the End Dimension. So that's kind of your best bet. Unless you're talking about a tunnel bore, in which case I have a couple tutorials for that as well. People actually buy anything from ads? They do. I mean, advertising is so big and so lucrative and so successful because people do actually buy things from ads. Like, I personally never have. I've never seen an ad for something and been like, oh, I want that. I've never seen like a Coke ad and be like, Coke, you gotta go buy some Coca-Cola. It's not me, right? But I mean, it works. I mean, clearly it works, right? Advertising is just so huge. That's how I make my living, right? If it can be built, I have a tutorial for most things. Most things. Both fences failed. You might want to go to the Discord server if you're having like world corruption issues like that. That's probably a better place to have that specific discussion, right, than in a stream. It's a bit more in depth of a help guide, right? It's for like going. Well, actually, you know, you might have got me there. Now, if I got sponsored by Lego, man, I would take their money all day. And then give it right back to them, and the next time I go buy some Legos. Actually, a lot of the Lego I've bought recently has been used from like Bricklink and stuff like that. Oh, that looks so much nicer than this garbage. Yeah, that's so much nicer. Glad we saved some of the grass. Good stuff, right? Yeah, I stopped doing those because I had to stop. They were just like... It seems like... So Goodwill has like an option site, like Shop Goodwill. Sometimes you can find some really good things on there. But it seems like everyone in the Lego community knows about it. There's so many Legos on there. It's like ridiculous the amount of things that you find on there. Like there's some genuinely super rare things. Like if you're into Lego, you might know like the super rare... Like only 10,000 made golden C3PO? C3PO? Wow. C3PO. One of those was on there. Like it's a like $2,000 Lego minifigure that someone just gave to Goodwill. And they just like auctioned it off. Like what in the world were they thinking? But yeah, you can find all kinds of rare things on there. But I mean, people bid so much on those. I got a few things. I feel like I got okay deals on them, but it was like, eh. Kind of gotta dig through a bunch of listings. It's not a good use of time. Also out of room for Legos. One free Lego if they sponsor me. I don't know. I don't think there's any real sets that I want right now. I do have too much of a collection though. Wait, what? Too much? No, no such thing. I take it back. Now, we do need to terraform this hill at some point as well, and I don't know exactly how we're going to do that, but, like, this whole thing needs to be cleaned up a little bit, so we're not going to do that right now. Just going to fill in this little grassy area. Don't get too sassy with me. Yeah, I got the Lego crafting table set. That was kind of fun. That's the only Lego Minecraft that I have, and, you know what? It looks kind of cool. It's all right. And then... I bought like the Lego R2-D2 that they made. But I mostly just wanted the Darth Malik figure from that. But people were selling that figure for like 60 bucks and the set was like 80 bucks. And I was like, okay, well, that's stupid. Just buy the set. Besides, who doesn't like R2 anyway? You are the Silent Whisperer from Link's chat, right? What? I am the real Silent Whisperer, yes. I am the Pigman of legendary tales and bedrock bugs. Oh, probably from Linksy. Oh, yeah. From the Linksy. Yeah. We raid them sometimes. And then we were in their stream the other day. We were playing Tunnel Rats and stuff. That was fun. Yeah, sorry, I didn't quite get your message there. I am indeed bad at reading, comprehension, speech, understanding, and talking. I said speech and talking, but that's fine. You get the point. Numbers. Oh yeah, numbers is another one. Old pig. I'm not old. I'm well aged. Lion Claw, welcome in. Okay, I think this is coming along fairly well here. Yes, we're gonna fill in this whole area of carpet, and then I think we'll just like rip out this stone. We might just build up some dirt on top of those ones, so we don't need to mine that out. How's the RGB effect coming? It's coming along pretty well. So we need to The last couple of things that we've been working on is mostly just like underground storage. That's really a lot of behind the scenes. Not a ton of visual effects there, right? But we're going to start building up the first few farms here soon. And then all those tracers are going to get installed. And that'll be fun. We might... Now, this might be kind of sad, but I think we might have to leave the installation of all the tracers until, like, the end of the base. Because otherwise, like, unless we really go through and plan out exactly where we want every single farm, it's going to be difficult to know, like, if a farm's going to be on top of a tracer or if something's going to be going the wrong way. And then we would have to end up rebuilding a bunch of the tracers, right? So, to give you guys a little bit of perspective on what I mean by that, like, if we build up a wool farm right here, which is where it's probably going to be going, how do we connect that wool farm to the thing over here? Because there's going to be a line of, like, glass and stuff going over here. These are what we're calling tracers. And if we look at these with ray tracing, they look pretty fun. See, they're all glowy and stuff. It's kind of broken right now, because always looks better at nighttime anyway. But yeah, like, how do we connect this all the way over there in a zigzag shape without another farm in the way? Unless we build the base from, like, the middle out. So we build all the center farms first and then go outwards, which could work. That might be the way to do things. Or the other option is plan out exactly where every single farm goes and then map out the tracers. But otherwise, the third option in that series of options is to leave all the tracers till the end, which would be kind of unfortunate because, like, that's kind of the whole point, is the tracers. So we either have to build all the farms from middle out or really plan everything out in advance. And I'm not sure which way would be better. I guess we can leave some of the sand here. I don't know. I play better on Bedrock. I haven't. I heard a few people on Twitter talking about that. Saw some tweets about it. Don't really know what it is, though. Is that, I know it's like an add-on, right? Something on the marketplace. But I don't really know what it is or anything like that. Plan, nah, just wing it, leave it for future silent. Yeah, I do want to really start cranking out some farms and stuff in this area, though. Because, like, Minecraft Live is happening on the 22nd. They're going to announce the next update. And then the next update, the spring drop, is dropping sometime soon. So, like... And then at some point, people are already talking about the next season, Truly Bedrock. And the back channels are like, oh, I gotta go fast! I gotta build this base! I don't think anyone's really ready for another season yet, but, you know, 4 months from now? Like, how much of this base are we gonna have done, right? Hopefully, a vast majority of it in 4 months' time. I think we can do a whole lot of this. Because we've done all the most difficult things. That's really what was so slow about this base at the beginning, was we had to do a lot of really difficult, challenging planning things. Gold farms, iron farms, storage system. But now that we've gotten those 3, like, critical issues out of the way, we can really just start to knock out some problems. So the next big problem is, like, how do we do the tracers? Where do the farms go? And also, probably important to, like, understand exterior decorations for all these farms. Because technically, like, these iron farms are kind of in a temporary decorative state. So we might have to go through and, like, redesign how we do the exteriors of some of these builds. Especially because we're going to be building a lot of stuff on the surface now. So we gotta really think about that, right? There's things to do, blocks to place. Hey, welcome in, Ari. Glad you like the videos and stuff. Now, I need you guys to verify something for me. So for like the last years on Truly Bedrock, I've been trying to get everyone to do a specific thing when it comes to how we base on the server. Now, have you guys heard me talk about this before at any point in the past? I've been wanting people to base together, like super closely in a tiny small area for like 5 seasons. Like everyone on the server bases within like 600 blocks of 0, 0. Like just absolutely everyone, maybe even a smaller area than that. So like everyone's in one tiny area. We're all interconnected. You can see everyone's bases. You got neighbors, easy collabs, things like that. Have you guys heard me talk about that at any point ever? I'm pretty sure I've talked about it. Because I've been trying to get people to do that for like 12 years now. And you know what? They never did it. But then all of a sudden, Alien goes into the Truly Bedrock chats and they're like, hey, we should all base in a tiny area. And everyone loves it. And everyone's like, yeah, we should do that. Like, bruh, you just took my idea and said it later than I did. I've been saying this for like 12 years. It's never happened. I've been saying this since like Truly Bedrock Season 2, man. It's like, bro. Maybe we'll finally do it. That'd be great. Oh, man. Because, like, if you look at, like, the Hermitcraft build areas, like, they have all these crazy builds, like, all just stacked up, giant pile, right next to each other, just kind of crammed in, right? And it looks great. I love it, right? Especially, like, when it comes to, like, shopping districts and stuff. It's beautiful. It's great. There's so much to look at, so much to see, right? And in Bedrock Edition, it's not even really a lag issue, because we're playing on Sim 4. So, unless it's within this exact shape right here, this exact like little diamond shape around the player, it's not loaded, so it doesn't matter, right? It's like we can really cram everyone in there, and even if people are building farms and stuff, it's not really gonna lag out. Yeah, sometimes you just need to have someone else suggest your exact idea for people to get on board. Not upset at all. It's just kind of super funny. But yeah, like one of the issues that we have in Truly Bedrock is like everyone's so spread out, right? You never see one, even if they're online. Like everyone's at their bases, just doing their thing, right? And like of course you want to like you want to find a good area to base. You want to go find your zone, do your stuff, right? But also we need to like make content for each other at some point. So otherwise, you just kind of end up with a bunch of people playing solo together. So that's why, like, big community group build areas, like the shopping district, spawn, Halloween area, stuff like that. Those are good. But I think instead of giving people, like, a short time frame, like, oh, go build something in the Halloween district right now, or the Christmas district, or whatever it is. Not everyone can participate in that. Instead, you just have the entire area be super close and, like, crammed in there. And then no matter what you're building in a group area. Boom. Problem solved. Build mini bases at all the bases. Yeah, so then you can like build roadways to everyone. You can go play pranks on each other. It's just like you'll see people running by and flying by and doing all kinds of things. Just it feels a lot more alive if everyone's really close together, right? And again, like the lag isn't really something to worry about for all that. I just think it has a lot of pros to it. Really, the only downside is like, some people might not build in the exact area that they want to, but like, we're probably gonna tear down all the terrain anyway and build it how we want it. So unless you really want to see like that mountain, then like, you're probably fine. Maybe you want a specific biome or something, but that's something we can work out just based on seed, right? Otherwise, it's generally pretty easy to cram people in there. Let's make this a little bit not so straight right there. Bedrockers are introverts. Well, we're all introverts to some degree, and that's why we're YouTubers and we don't have a real job. Which Minecraft can upgrade the mob spawning? Honestly, on Bedrock Edition, it's pretty decent right now. Oh man, the old mob spawning on Bedrock was so bad. Back in the day, we did not have mob despawning. Mobs did not despawn on Bedrock Edition. I had to like champion, the entire community had to champion mob spawning and like really convince them to add it. It was like only 1.16 that we finally got it, right? Like SMPs to be set up like damp, close, but not too close. Damp? Oh, you mean Dream SMP? I haven't actually, don't judge me, or do. I've not seen any of Dream SMP. So we have a poll going on Twitch. Can we get one of those on YouTube as well? How do you like your SMPs? Everyone builds close by, a little bit spread out, or a lot spread out. And so far, it's 53% for close by and 47% for a little spread out. Like, I feel like even right now on the server, I feel like we're too spread out. Because, like, I have some neighbors, but I cannot see a single one. Like, I just found out that DB lives, like, right on the other side of the mountain. And then I think Jen lives, like, over there. Like, I have pretty high render distance. I can't see a single soul, right? I'll never see anyone. Our render distance here is, like, 15 chunks. And, yeah, I'll never see anyone. And no one will ever see me. They'll never see this horrific gray circle. Every desert was full of husk. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, you guys are a real Bedrock OG. If you remember finding, like, 20 drowns in every single pond on the surface of your worlds, it's just, like, every pond was completely full of drowns. Echo! Did that do it? Echo! There's nobody around! Yeah, basically that's how that goes. Jen, hey, I was just talking about you. How you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. We're playing here on the Truly Bedrock server. I was talking about neighbors. And how you live, like, over yonder. Perfect. Yeah, you speak of the devil, right? Talking about maybe a little bit. I was just talking about how there's no one around. I got no neighbors out here. Only good things. Yeah, how are you guys doing? Welcome in, everyone. Hopefully your stream was good. Oh yeah, I remember that too, Longhorn. That was great. That was like TV1, wasn't it? Long time ago. So right now we are just kind of cleaning up the outside edges of our base zone because it looked kind of ugly. We're rebuilding the mountain that we mined out originally. Yeah, that was season 1. Jack Attack, hello there. How you doing? So you can delete unused chunks in older worlds, Ghost, but you need to use a world edit program. So like you can use Amulet or Foxy as a trimming tool, but it's a lot less customizable. So yeah, you can go trim things. It's not impossible. It just takes some effort. It's mostly only on PC as well. Oh, hi, jeez. How you doing? Got a drop in over here. Very good. Neighbors! Hi, how's it going? People, they exist on the server. Never have any drop-ins. Why I chose to play Bedrock and not Java. So we started playing on Legacy Console Edition, you know, Xbox 360 Edition, and then I bought an Xbox One pretty much just to play Minecraft. And play Minecraft I did. And then we started the YouTube channel on Xbox One Edition. And then they killed it. They killed my son, my child. Xbox One, it died. They stole it from me. And yeah, then from there, we moved over to Java for a bit. But they pushed all the console players over to Bedrock, so like our whole, you know, channel was based on console, really, right? And then all the viewers were Bedrock. And then it was kind of hard to build up a Java foundation when you got that going for you. And then yeah, so we moved back to Bedrock once it got a little bit more stable, because the very early days of Bedrock, man, oh man, it was so bad. So bad. I can see through my pants, apparently. Did not realize that. Hey, look at that. That's so much better. We'll throw down some like grass and stuff over there. I think that'll really tie that together. And then let's go ahead and get some like basic detailing done on this while we're here, you know. I don't know why there was gravel there anyway. I'll just gravel patch. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so nothing too fancy over here. But we will at least make this look a little bit more decent. I don't know when we're actually going to come back and like properly build this up, but for the time being, we can throw together some better edges on this. Like this whole thing right here needs to be brought out. Just trying to make it look like vanilla terrain, really. That's the, oh, hi, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you brought me some gravel. Or not. Okay, well, thanks for the consideration. Can you grow the large spruce trees right next to each other? You can on Java. You can put them, like, touching each other, right? But I haven't tested if you can do that on Bedrock. I just confirmed that that works on Java the other day, though. For a project that you guys will see in 6 months. Maybe. Maybe more. Let's see. This looks fairly vanilla-ish. Vanilla adjacent. Yeah, not too bad, I think. Yeah, that's fair. We'll definitely throw down some like grass and things on that at some point. Not too big of a deal. Some like, you know, bone meal and whatnot. Let's see. I don't think this is actually my YouTube playlist. One moment, I think we ran out of YouTube music to play. YouTube, are you gonna like work at all? Chrome? Hello? Anybody? That is crashed Chrome? I might have crashed Chrome. It's not letting me move the window or anything. Maybe YouTube's just being dumb. Oh, I can't, oh, I can click on Minecraft. Okay, yeah, it's just being really laggy. Give me a moment. My helmet is about to break. I'm so glad. Oh, what? Now the window is like full screen? Why? Why did you do that? It's full screen on my vertical screen too. What are you doing? What is happening? Break. Now get out of here. I'm trying to... Give me to break things out here? Okay. Great. So we're not going to do anything about this giant hole in the ground over here because I can't be bothered. I guess we could fill it over at one point, but why would I do that when the Minecraft gods decided that they wanted a hole right there? It's not my place to say otherwise. Do not question world generation. Just know that it is always correct, and it does not have your best interest in mind. It is a cruel and unforgiving god. And you'll like it. I don't know what I'm going on about, but you know. It's the general sentiment sometimes. Good. If you knew what I was talking about, I'd be concerned. Yeah, we'll just throw like some grass in there. That'll die eventually. Oh yeah, we're out of beacon range over here. That's kind of annoying. I was wondering why things were a little bit slow. What are we doing? Right now, we are cleaning up some edges of our base. Because we mined out this entire area, but we never really made it look better. Just kind of left it, right? So that's pretty fine. I think we cleaned up all these edges already. Oh, this might look a little bit weird. I think we do have intermittent griefing turned on. So it'd be nice to have those mob switches installed. We do need to upgrade the mob switches at some point to expand further beyond the edges of the base. Because right now we have it built up so it only covers the core of the base. I want to expand them so that it covers like the No Man's Land Plus. Because sometimes you'll be standing on like the edge of the base, like right there, and you have mobs spawning out here. They'll walk towards you, or the zombies will walk up to the iron farms or whatever. So we'll expand the mob switch for those. Oh my god, bro. Why was that so loud? I'm getting jump scared by Minecraft out here. You could actually see the jump scare of that. God, just chilling, placing some grass out here. Getting destroyed by the Minecraft. I spoke unfondly of the Minecraft gods, and that is their punishment, bro. Anyone else get hit by that though? That's hilarious. Oh man, we have this whole area out here. Okay, I guess that's not that much actually. But see, prime example of like the zombies going for the iron farm. They got such a range on them. No, sound alerts don't faze me. I can kind of expect those, right? And also, they're at a predictable volume. That was just very loud for no reason. Making me jump out here. It's not like it was raining or anything either. You can kind of expect that. I didn't notice the rain. Oh, you know what? I think it might have been raining, actually. Just blind. Yeah, at least they can convert an entire iron farm again. Hopefully. Probably. They do like to clump up in the corners, though. They're a bit brain dead, you know. It's really bottom of the barrel zombie joke there, isn't it? Can I get some applause for originality on that one? That the magma blocks can't fix. I mean, technically, or we could just, you know, prevent them from spawning again. Thank you for the applause. Appreciate that. See, somebody appreciates my jokes. The Pale Garden really was not that spooky. We went there, and it just wasn't... It wasn't all it was, you know, coughed up to be, right? I don't know. All it was talked up to be. There goes another one. See how loud that is? Bro, I think it might have hit literally right here is why. That's so loud. Okay then. Do I have cherry blossom trees? I do, but I don't like grow any. Yeah, I think one of these days, maybe next stream, we'll come through here and run around with some bone meal. So loud. I'm trying out this game. Do I have like my weather sounds really high up or something? It's just like, yeah, there we go. Weather 100. That would do it. Okay, anything else that we need to clean up on the outside edges? I think that was pretty much it. Yeah, that really helped actually. We have a bit of sand around in places, and I think we might go through and rip that out too. They did fix the cherry leaf bug. Finally, after so many years of waiting, they did finally fix that. So you don't need to worry about it in your tree farms or anything like that. You can rejoice. Finally, trees will actually grow underneath cherry leaves. Cherry saplings will also grow as well. I don't know what to do with this pond right here. Obviously, like, you can see a little bit of that. So we might just cover up the pond, or we'll just, like, sprinkle some trees out there. Did I miss anything, though? I don't think we missed anything. Oh, I guess this is probably a creeper hole or something. Seems like the prime culprit for that. Cool. Yeah, so we'll kind of return it back to a flower forest biome, and I think our little hill over here is okay. There's a few places that, like, could obviously use some work. Like that right there. All that. Yeah. I'm not too worried about this, though. We'll cover it up with some trees. When in doubt, trees. Usually hides things pretty well. When in doubt, blame a creeper. Yeah, that too! Blame a creeper. How many years for the updated redstone torch texture? Honestly, who knows, right? It's gonna be a while, probably. Oh, these flashback recordings actually come with, like, a little thumbnail. That's cute. Cool. Well, I think that's some pretty decent little progress. Obviously not the most glamorous work in today's live stream, but still important stuff to help clean up the base. Yes, the next thing that we need to do for actually, like, building up the base is get ourselves a wool farm, and then we'll get all of that carpet installed, and that'll look really nice. It'll be kind of like, you know, exactly like this. And then we'll also get the Ultraflex statues installed on these little platforms. We won't have any of this grass or stone in here looking ugly. We'll probably go ahead and replace all that sand, pretty up these outside edges. And then just in general, the appearances of this area is going to be so much nicer. It's going to look a lot more basey once we actually get all that in there. Good progress, good progress. Not super glamorous though. Just the good solid hard work, elbow grease that goes into building an area, right? But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching tonight's live stream. I'm sure you kind of picked up that we're ending right now, but we're going to be streaming again on probably Tuesday, because I don't think I'll be around tomorrow night. But thank you guys for watching. We stream every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8:30 Eastern, late UK, and early Australian time. So drop a follow or a subscribe on the chat or on the channel. That way you can see more streams when they happen. We're going to go ahead and raid Mr. Joe Hills, streaming from the Hermitcraft server. So you guys know the deal. Drop a follow on their channel. Tell them where you came from. I'll see you guys over there and in the next one. Of course, you can check out all my links as well. We're on YouTube and Twitch. That's where we stream. You can also join our Discord server, and that is where we hang out with our community and everything. I'm also going to be uploading to Facebook at some point. Facebook Gaming. We might do live streaming over there as well. Who knows? We'll find out. Quadruple streaming could be possible if I can kill my internet. That'd be great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on Tuesday, I believe. That'll be good. Anyway, have a good night, everybody. Love your faces, and then there were Soylents.